Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. They've got the franchise. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Wade. And it's Arenas in at the 2 guard. And for Houston, they've got Maravich. McHale is out there with Cunningham. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Curry in at the point. With league-wide focus, Doris, on size at every position, are we seeing the demise of the traditional point guard?
So, Kevin, the first point you make is absolutely valid. Even 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", we're seeing point guards of that size. And not only are they exceptional passers, they like to score it. So that's first and foremost. But what I believe ultimately is, if you are 6'3" and under and you still bring a special amount of skill, there's going to be a place for you.
Off target from outside. Here's the franchise. He's guarded by Cousins. And Davis can't get it to go. Cunningham against Leonard. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Houston moving it around. Back to McHale. And Davis sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively. You got to love that energy.
To the inside, just 5 to shoot. And they recover it. Maravich. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Maravich has got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Rockets. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Wade kicks to Davis. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And he knocks down the first one.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Both good from the line that time. Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end and what are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe. You know, you can't let Dwayne Wade create this kind of separation because he doesn't need much. That's when he's going to go to work.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Maravich. From outside the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Arenas, good.
And just cooking the D inside. Arenas blows by the contact.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Curry passes to McHale. And here's Maravich for 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And the franchise gets it to go.
And you can tell Arenas just has that ability as a distributor. He can pick out the ready shooter and get them the rock.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here is Maravich. 7 points in the game. And the franchise gets it to go. The franchise has got his second basket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And a deep three from Curry. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham slams it in.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Leonard, the pass to the franchise. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. 6 points for the franchise.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Well, Stephen Curry has always been able to draw contact, but now he's so physically strong that he's able to absorb it better.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevin McHale.
Stephen Curry, guys, is going to be remembered as the greatest shooter in the history of the sport, but we should not sleep on the amount of winning this guy has done as well.
And he makes all 3.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And here's Davis for 3. Cousins pulls it in. Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Shots good by Green.
There's a competitive edge to Draymond Green's game that makes him willing to try to score it on the interior. That's pretty.
On the wing, Davis puts up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Davis has got 5 points so far. Curry against Wade. It's Curry with the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup.
There's a craftiness to Stephen Curry's game. He just freezes defenders, and that allows him to get by on the drive.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And it's Wade with the ball for Charlotte. They trail by 1. Going inside, and the rejection by Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins proving you don't have to be a high flyer to block shots. That's about positioning and timing.
Here's the franchise. He's guarded by Cousins. The franchise can't hit. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Pelicans. Here's Green. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Butler, he's checked in for the Rockets. Outside, Maravich. Pulls up on the wing. No good on the shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Takes it inside. The franchise can't hit. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And he's got his first chance at the line here. The throw good for Ron Butler.
Yeah, and Butler, just a natural leader. He's someone whose teammates look up to, a polished scorer who also plays tough defense.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. Pass to Cousins. Butler with the ball. Three-pointer. Arenas grabs the miss. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Davis, the pass to the franchise. And it's good, 2 points. The franchise has got 8 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Butler. Cousins with a screen for Butler. Outside for Curry. Finds himself wide open and drills it. 7 points in the game.
Curry knows what his team is doing to set him up. In that instance, just get him the ball in the catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Arenas. Cousins pulls it in.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Green with the ball. Wade picks him up. Green dishes to Butler. Unloads from 9. That one wide left.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Davis with the basket on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one. Curry against Wade. Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, big frame, great hands, and Cousins a load on the offensive glass.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Davis with it. He's got 7. Pass to the franchise. Connects from 3-point range.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
Arenas against Maravich. Now Butler. It's tipped. Wade feeling it out a bit. Outside for Arenas. Here's the franchise. The fadeaway. And there's another one for the Hornets.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. They've got Gobert down out there with Richardson. Then there's Banchero. And it's Kaman in at the 5, patrolling the paint. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Abdul Rauf.
You know, for what Abdul Rauf lacks in size, he more than makes up for it with speed, ball handling, and the ability to score at all 3 levels.
Here is Hawkins. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Over Richardson. The shot by Abdul Rauf is no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Hornets, trailing by 2. And here's Richardson to the middle. Here's Brown. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
Abdul Rauf against Richardson. And it's sent back by Kaman. Banchero inside, defended by Butler. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. And it's sent back by Kaman.
Love seeing this type of energy on defense from Kaman. Excellent swat there.
And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Abdul Rauf against Richardson. Pass to Cunningham. Cunningham. It's good on the putback. Cunningham's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Now Richardson. Nothing on the board. And here's Brown outside. Green with the rebound. You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jaylen, it'd probably be the 3-point shot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. McHale comes in for Butler. And it's Maravich in for Abdul Rauf.
One shot.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Gobert with a screen on Maravich. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Brown. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is where having a tighter handle helps Jaylen Brown in pick and roll play. Just gets to his spot and scores it.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Abdul Rauf, he's checked in for Hersey Hawkins. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's Green outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Gobert in the corner. Back to Richardson. The tray. The Rockets pull it in. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Pass to Banchero. Here's Kaman. He's guarded by McHale. Kaman kicks to Richardson. It's stolen by Cunningham. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Brown. Gobert down low. He's against Green.
Well, let's remember a former defensive player of the year, Draymond Green, sending it back.
Maravich, good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he can't get the first one.
Say this about Richardson. He is a fearless player. There isn't an opponent who doesn't think he can dominate or a situation he can't take charge of. There is no back down in Michael Ray.
Butler, he's checked in for the Rockets. Curry comes in for Abdul Rauf. He hits the second from the line. Rockets leading by 8. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Curry passes to McHale. And it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And it's Brown missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.